Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth, guys, and from the Villager Cigar Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing well. Happy Monday, all.
That's right.
Open Monday, man. Just on the farm.
All right. So today we are talking about the Aganorsa Leaf Guardian of the Farm Cerberus Lonsdale. Cigar is 6-inch by 44 ring gauge. Comes out of the Tapsa factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Nicaraguan Corojo 2012 by Hunter Filler, both from Nicaragua. Price point is $9.50, and the cigar was released in February of 2022. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
So the beginning was very muted for me. I felt like it has characteristics of what I really like in like all the Aganorsa offerings, but just very muted. You still got like the cedar, sweetbread, pastry kind of a thing going on. Got some nice pepper coming through, but it was just really soft. But as the profile went through, surprisingly, it got like it basically became the Aganorsa of the new, right? The new years of the Aganorsa crops, where it became highly mineral driven, highly earthy. And Aganorsa stuff has usually been around that medium plus strength for me. So this is no different in that sense. But yeah, the flavor delivery is just still lacks.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just this consistent. There was this cinnamon, leather, pepper, cocoa earth flavor profile, but it's not. Those are all nice, but I'm not giving it a compliment. It's there. It was just, there was nothing really, you could pick up those notes, but nothing really came from it. And it just kind of smoked like that from beginning to end. Strength was like medium full, and the draw and burn was just terrible. It was just awful from the whole time. So it was bad. John?
All right, John, what are your thoughts?
It sounds like the word here is consistent, as in consistently we did not have a good experience because, first of all, what Jiunn's used the word soft, I'm like, that's a really good description. All the elements were there: light bread, cinnamon, nutmeg, a little bit of earthiness, but like it was just so light that it just, you weren't getting enough from the first third. So it was pleasant, but it wasn't engaging. And then the second third was kind of more wood forward. So, again, pleasant, but just really no complexity at all. And then this earth came through and it was just so dominant on the profile, and it just kind of took away from the cigar. And the last third was just kind of earth and wood. And Seth really hit the nail on the head. I mean, the burn in this was just terrible. The wrapper split on me, which is really weird. So, I mean, to me, I take that as, this cigar was too wet, and whether that was from the retailer or whether it was from the manufacturer, like, I don't know, but it's not from my storage conditions. And so it's a bit of a drag, because that really doesn't happen with, stuff that I store, but it sort of impacted the review. The good news is the draw was perfect. So, at least I didn't have to struggle with the draw, but certainly left me with a pretty average experience overall. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar and bold baking spice. Got some dry earth that joined fairly quickly. Second, third saw the baking spice morph into a dull black pepper, and the cedar transitioned to oak. And the final third saw a vegetal note join into the profile. Cigar had the average flavor profile throughout, very focused on dry earth and toasted cedar oak. It was a bit dry. Not really exciting at all. Needed something else, maybe some sweetness, some creaminess, just to kind of break things up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. But Aganorsa is pushing this Crow 2012, but I just don't think anybody's figured out how to use it correctly yet. They just need to, I think, work on that on the back end and not use the consumers as the experiment tasters. Maybe hopefully they'll get it figured out soon and put a good blend together. But
hey, what was the price point on these?
$9.50, so not a bad price point.
Not a bad price point.
So let's get into the scores. We're gonna start at the top with Jiunn at 5.6.
Do we honestly get to the point? We gotta stop doing. We gotta stop with this. It's not a price. Like, okay, we smoked this. It's $9.50. We're gonna find something else, which is gonna be like $12, and we're gonna look at these fucking scores. And then you get, I'm going to give you $9.50, here you go. You can buy that, or you're going to spend a little bit more and get a fucking $12 cigar. We are. We all are.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
Like, how much is the Supreme Leaf? Because I feel like the Supreme Leaf's a couple bucks more than this.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's in the $11,
it's more.
$12.
Yeah, so I'd
range,
much
yeah.
rather. I'd much.
Well, there we
much
go.
rather- yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah, Jiunn 5.6. I gave it a 5.5. John gave it a 5.35. Seth gave it a 5.15. So Jiunn had that 5.6 matchup for you.
What matches well, and just for the audience that just listens/watches, it doesn't read our material. The only difference between all of us is we all thought the flavor profile was average. It's just differing construction notes, construction performance rather.
Yeah.
And I had the best construction out of the rest of you guys. So
Jude's really working this to make sure that he's understood why he's a high score.
Yeah, you don't have to face
Disclaimer.
Terrence's wrath at the PCA.
Yeah.
So like you don't have to worry about this.
It's so the guys the cigar smokers that know, you taught that know about somewhat about tobacco. When the name Aganorsa is mentioned, where does your head go to in terms of tobacco? You think about Aganorsa's great use of Corojo and Aganorsa and their use of Criollo, right? So
And then my next
this-
thought is Illusion.
right.
Yeah.
So if you're highlighting this 2012 Corojo, like, it should be such a monstrous, amazing thing, but man, has it. I mean, Aaron, you talked about this a little earlier, but it's so sad that it has flopped. And this is their next generation of Corojo crop, right? Like they're in-house prize Corojo, and it's becoming something that's just not lived up to expectations. Just flat out.
The Corojo Maduro did the
average.
same thing.
Yeah. The
Corojo
Asia,
Maduro did
whatever.
the same thing. Remember,
True,
they're like,
yeah.
hey, Corojo Maduro. Then we're all like, yeah, no. And everybody was. Nobody wanted. No one. It's what is it?
Nobody
done?
wanted to say it.
Where has it gone? Nowhere.
No.
It's
Anyways, we're going to talk about more in depth how we feel about what needs to be done at Aganorsa. But overall, my perspective of the cigar is the same as all y'all. I thought it was average at best.
Yeah, my 5.5 matches up well. I had a slightly wavy burn on mine, so that's why it went down a little bit from June's score. But yeah, average flavor profile throughout. I'm not going to be buying this again. John, 5.35.
Yeah, anything below a 6 these days is going to be a no buy, but that score matches up well.
Seth, 5.15.
yeah, man. 5.15. It's a Lonsdale, guys. You want to smoke a Lonsdale? There you go. The packaging's cool. No, it's really just lacking. I wouldn't. There's other Aganorsa stuff. If you want to smoke Aganorsa, you could pick up.
All right, final thoughts, June.
So we were talking before we went live. Because clearly all four of us pretty unanimously.
Do we want to talk about this
not
live?
that good.
I don't want to talk about this live.
No, we should talk about this live. What needs
We
to
should
change?
not talk about this live.
We shouldn't.
I don't want to talk about this live. I don't want to say.
Okay, right.
Time to an occasion.
All right.
All I'll say is that I think a lot of this, because I think we've gotten a lot of heat over the last year or so about sort of our approach to cigars. And I think people need to understand, I don't think there's a single person on this panel right now that hasn't been at one time or another a huge Aganorsa fan. And I don't mean minor Aganorsa fan. There was a stage where if I walked into a shop and I saw something for Aganorsa, I bought it blind because I was like, it's going to be great. I know it's going to be great because they always make great cigars. And so, our disappointment comes from a place of, we know what it's been. We've had a really great experience in the past and we're just reaching for that again. And so it's not, out of not liking the company. We like the company and we like the people. We want that great experience that we've had in the past every time we do a review. Maybe not every time, maybe every other time would be good too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
All right. If you're wherever you're catching this video, like and subscribe. Catch the full written review on the website. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.